I'm going to show you exactly how I find profitable products to sell on Amazon and how I decide what's actually worth buying before I ever spend a single dollar. If you don't know me, my name is Joe Parfanook, and I've been a seven-figure Amazon seller for the last 5 years. I use a tool called Product Chimp in every single sourcing decision I make. Let's see how many profitable products we can find with it live. Real products, real numbers, real buyer past decisions. No fluff. Let's get into it. Before we dive into live sourcing for profitable products, what exactly is Amazon arbitrage? You have three main ways to do arbitrage on Amazon. The first one is online arbitrage. This is buying products from websites like Nike, Target, Walmart, and selling them back on Amazon for a profit. This is the one that I do. The second one is retail arbitrage. This is physically going into stores like TJ Maxx, Ross, Kohl's, buying for low and selling for high on Amazon. Now, the third one is Amazon to Amazon flips. This is buying for a discounted price on Amazon and selling back on Amazon for full retail price. Now that you know the different types of ways to sell on Amazon, what do you actually need to get started? You only really need two things to get started with selling on Amazon. The first one is an Amazon seller subscription. You have a free plan and a professional plan. I highly recommend picking the professional plan because you basically can't sell without it. And it's only $39.99 a month. The second one is Product Chimp. This is going to be your go-to product sourcing tool for finding winning products. It starts as little as $9 a month, and you basically can't source without it. With that being said, let's jump into the live sourcing demo. First thing I want to show you guys is the Product Chimp web app. This is exactly what it looks like when you pull up a product on their web app. Right here, it tells you everything that you need to know before you ever spend a dollar on inventory. So you have the product info right here, quick info right here that tells you the sales per month, how much it's selling for, alerts as well. You also have a profit calculator that's very detailed on the right-hand side. You have an alert section right here. And then great part here is you have a Keepa chart that gives you a detailed breakdown of how much it's selling for, how many times a month, and how many sellers are actually on the listing. You also have an offers section right here that tells you all the stock of the sellers on the listing. And then if you scroll down, there's ranks and prices right here. There's also a save to collection, which means you can just save any product that you find. You can also leave notes about a product, and you can see when you sourced this product in the past with your profit calculation history. And my favorite thing right here is you can actually click on sellers and see what products they are selling in their storefront straight in Product Chimp. That's it for the web app. Now let's get into live sourcing. The best place to start looking for profitable products is an arbitrage product itself. Now, the reason I know this is an arbitrage product is because honestly, I've sold this product before, but I also know because there are multiple sellers on the listing. So what I'm going to do is break down this exact listing, show you why it's a good one using Product Chimp, and then I'm also going to look at all of the sellers on this listing, see what profitable products we can find from their store, and show you exactly how we replicate their products with a method I like to call storefront stalking. So this right here is a winning product from the brand called Bliss. And right here you can see all the different metrics that you need to know. You can go to Google with the touch of a button. This is actually going to copy and paste the product title right here and take you to Google so you can see exactly where you can find this product. It also gives you the ASIN right here so you can copy and paste this into your Amazon seller account. It tells you if you're eligible to sell this. It also tells you private label if this is a private label product. This one is not. It says, hey, there's variations on this listing. As you can see right here, this basically just means there's other scents on one listing. And also this tells you the size of the product, if it's meltable, if Amazon was ever on the listing, and it looks like they were not. It also tells you if there might be an IP complaint here, which it doesn't say that there is an IP complaint. BSR right here, this is the sales rank on Amazon, which means this is ranked 6,000 out of millions of products on Amazon. So that's a really great sales rank. Also, you can see the estimated sales right here. This tells you it's selling 1,000 times a month. And right here is the max cost. So this is $25.98. This is the max cost that we need to spend on this product in order to get it profitably. Right here, I did find this product for $18 and I sold it for $40 on Amazon, making me a net profit of $8 after all fees and a 44% ROI. So that's a really great winning product right there. And then down here, you're going to see the alert section, which is the same section I showed you above with the little pop-ups, but this is just a more detailed breakdown right here. And then down here, you'll also see the offers. So this tells you all of the sellers that are on the listing and what price they are at right now. And you can sort of by prime only if you want to as well. This tells you all of the different metrics that we need to know, like the buy box price, the FBA price, FBM price, the sales rank again. It gives you more of a net estimated sales as well right here. This tells you if you want to apply a discount code to it. Let's say you find a discount online, you can apply it with the touch of a button right here. And then also there's a profit calculator right down here. So this is a detailed breakdown of how much profit you're going to make on Amazon. So right here is the sales price of 40 bucks. You plug it in $18 and you're going to get a detailed breakdown here. The total fees you pay Amazon is $14. Your cost is $18. That leaves you with that $8 profit. And then the total fees right here, this is a more detailed breakdown again. So the prep fee is right here, $1.50. This is what I pay to my prep center to prep products for me. The FBA fee is right here. This is the fee basically that you pay to Amazon to ship your item for you. And the referral fee, that's the 15% fee that Amazon takes as well, regardless if you sell FBA or FBM. So if you scroll down, you'll also see shipping fees here. These are just the fees that it costs to actually ship this product into Amazon. And that's where your net profit of 20% is left there, and your Amazon payouts $28. So down here, you're going to see basically a profit calculation history. And this is telling you exactly when you source this product. So if you sourced it in the past and what price you paid for, it will show up right here. And there's also a save to collection. So what this does is you can add any single product that you find into your collection. So with the touch of a button, it'll save this product and you can go back to it on the Product Chimp platform. And then there's also, you can add notes about the product right here if you want to. And down here, you have the buy box analysis. This is basically a detailed breakdown of all of the sellers that won the buy box and the percentage of time they were in the buy box. If you don't know what that is, this is the buy box right here. This is basically the featured offer that any customer who's shopping on Amazon sees. So there could be 10 sellers on the listing and then one featured sellers right here. And that's basically the percentage of sellers who had the featured offer at any point in time. Also, what I really love is that you can see a detailed Keepa chart right down here. It's going to tell you the price history, the sales history with the sales rank right here, basically the average sales rank over time, the average price over time, and also the amount of units that it's been selling for a month. So it's been consistently selling about 1,000 a month. And then you can see the historic seller count right here. So this is the blue line. This is the amount of sellers that have been on the listing over the course of time. Last but not least, one of my favorite features is the AI guide. So basically you can ask AI if this product is worth buying. So let's plug this ASIN in. Let's run the analysis to see if this product is actually worth purchasing. So right now it says it's not recommended. Like I said, this was a product that I purchased in the past and now the price has fallen on it a little bit. So right now the AI is saying do not buy it because you are going to have to sell it for $29, I believe. So it's telling you, here's the pros. There's a lot of sales a month. Amazon is not on the listing, but it looks like it's indicating a significant price erosion, which is basically saying that the price has dropped a lot in the last 90 days. It's also saying that there was a buy box suppression in the last 180 days. It's saying that the brand owner has a large percentage of the buy box, making it harder to sell. And then it's saying that multiple FBA sellers have had the buy box, which indicates that there's heavy competition. And it's saying that the price has dropped a lot. So it's close to the max cost, leaving you with very little profit left. And then approval may be required is 6 variations. So it's saying all the different cons and it's telling you buy or pass. Now, if you looked at this price when it was, let's say, 40 bucks, it probably would tell you a different story. Like, let's say we pretend that, this product's selling for 30 bucks right now, and we magically found this product for 8 bucks or 9 bucks or whatever like that. And now let's go ahead and ask the AI guide. So it's going to refresh and analyze again if you say it's $9. And it's going to tell you, consider carefully. So it's saying it's a really good buy, but you should consider these different cons. So it gives you a nice analysis of the listing and it tells you whether you should buy or pass. And it helps you basically make the decision if you should buy this lead or not. That's one of my favorite features with Product Chimp. Now let's go ahead and source some profitable products. So what I'm going to do is look at all of the sellers on this listing. And I'm going to see which ones I want to choose. I will choose a seller that has a decent amount of reviews because reviews means that they're selling products, which means they probably have a good amount of products. So what we're going to do is click on this one right here. They have 15 ratings, which is a pretty solid amount. And then we're going to look at all their products. So you can see, you can scroll through their storefront and see if anything catches my eye. And right here, I see this one. This looks like it catches my eye because it's a similar product to what I've sold in the past. Now I'm going to click on this and I'm going to analyze this product with Product Chimp. So here's the product. Basically, you can see the BSR right here. It is a 10K sales rank, meaning this is a very fast moving product. It says it sells about 2,000 times a month. The max cost is $20.75. So basically you have to buy this at least for 20 bucks to be able to make a profit. So what we're going to do is, let's say we find this for 16 bucks. That means that we're going to make about $5 profit, 30% ROI, which is a pretty solid margin right there. So that's kind of the idea range where we'd want to find this product. So what we're going to do is go find this product. We're going to click the Google button and see where we can find this product for profitably. So I click on the brand's website right here. It looked like that was one of the few places that actually sold this product. And now I'm going to see how much money I can get off. Right here, right away, I see that you can get 50% off if you buy 3 bottles, plus 30% on automatic refills. So that's 80% off right away. That is a huge indicator that you could potentially get this product profitable. So what we're going to do is add this to the cart and see if it is profitable. So let's say we have 9 bottles in here because it's 3 bottles each for $222. And what we're also going to do is see if we can get any coupon codes. So I use some coupon extensions. One's Capital One Shopping, CNET, and then there's also Coupon Cabin. Looks like there is no coupon codes for this particular website, but that does not mean we're done. What I do is look up on Google to see if I can find a coupon code. So I'm going to plug in Shields Men Acne coupon codes and see what I can find on Google. So it looks like if you go to Deal Spotter, there might be a promotion code. And I'm going to look at all the promo codes to see if there's any that I can add here. There's 10% off site-wide, so you can get 20% off. So we're going to go ahead and apply that code at checkout and see if that works. That code did not work. You're always going to try to get the lowest price possible. So that's what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to apply some coupon codes and see if something works. So 10% doesn't work. You could try one more code and see, or maybe even Welcome 10. Welcome 10 is a very common code that will work. Oh, looks like we did get 10% off. So an additional 10% off, leaving you with 198 for 9 bottles, or 199, sorry, for 9 bottles. And what we're going to do is plug this into Product Chimp and see how much that would cost would be. So 199 divided by 9 is $22. So that leaves you with not enough profit. It looks like you would only make $1. So what we would do here is, maybe put this product on a watch list and see if we can find a higher coupon later to get this a little more profitable. But also something we can do is look to see if we can find the actual buy box price just to make sure. And it looks like the actual buy box price right now is more like $35 instead of $32. So you don't want to price too low. Let's see how much profit we make at $35. So we're still only making around $1. So not enough to kind of warrant this to be a purchase. But what we do next is we put this on a watch list and we see if we can find this more profitable later. So now we're going to go back to the drawing board and we're going to see if this seller has any other products that we could potentially find. So as I see right here, this is a magic teeth powder and it has a 70,000 BSR, which means it's pretty solid. It only sells about 100 times a month, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. You can still get a lot of sales even if it's selling 100 times a month. So if I look at the chart, I see that this is selling for about $30 or so, maybe 27 to 30. Now I'm going to go on Google to see if I can find this product profitably. So it looks like the brand itself sells this product. Let's see what we can get it for on the brand's website. Looks like they do a buy 2, get 1 free deal, making this potentially profitable. And you don't want to forget adding cash back as well when you're doing purchases. It's just free money. There's websites out there that give you percentage on cash back for every purchase you make. Now we have 3 in here, which is buy 2, get 1 free. So we have 9 for 198 again. So putting us around 22. Obviously we do need coupon codes. Looks like Capital One Shopping has pulled up one code, and let's see if we can try to get a discount on that coupon code. That code did not work. So again, what you can do is search up on Google to see if you can find this product profitably. Look up Snow Teeth. So it looks like Simply Codes has some big percentage off. So 20% off, Better You 20. That code did not apply. So we're going to keep looking to see if we can find any more. Okay, let's try one more code to see if any of these work. You can also look at different websites as well to potentially find some more codes. So Coupon Cabin did have 20% off. Let's see, Welcome. So let's see if that code works. Again, welcome codes can be very great. So let's try to apply that welcome code, see if it gets any money off. So welcome code didn't work. So again, we're close here, but not enough profit. So we would probably break even if we paid $20 and sold it for $31. Sometimes you're not going to find products and it might take you an hour to even find one, and that's okay. But as you get better, you're going to find more and more products in that hour. So that's your goal here, is to get better over time and get very good at sourcing. So where you're finding 1, 2, 3 products in just an hour. So let's see, we have this one right here. Let's see if we can find another one. So I'm going to click on this one. Looks like this sells about 100 times a month and it's $41. Which is a lot for a little bit of tuna. But let's see. Okay, $25. Right there, it's saying a warning that this could be private label. So we want to go ahead and look at the Keepa chart and see if that tells us anything.
There's a few sellers on this listing, which means that this could be possibly private label. This is a little bit of a tread lightly here type of situation because there was only a few sellers in the past. But let's see how much we can buy this for. So $40, let's go to Google. Looks like you can buy it from the brand itself. So let's see, do they sell pouches? So they actually sell a pouch of 12 for $35. You subscribe, you get 10% off, getting you down to $32. And now we can see if we can tack on any coupon codes here as well. So let's see, does Capital One Shopping? Looks like Capital One Shopping has quite a bit of coupon codes on this website. What you want to do is just hit try codes, and then it's going to show you all the codes that are on this website. It's going to automatically apply it for you. So it looks like none of the codes worked. Now what we'd want to do is see if there's any other coupon codes out there. I'm going to do a quick Google search on this brand and see if I can find any coupon codes. So Safe Pouch, looks like there's a 20% off code out there. Let's see if this one works. Save 20. Let's try to apply this one. This is not applicable to subscription products. So this is actually a thing that happens quite commonly. If you do a subscription, sometimes other coupon codes don't work. So what I'm going to do is actually try a one-time purchase instead and see if I can get that 20% off, because that would even be more than the 10%. You know, it's only 10% when you subscribe, but 20% when you use their coupon code. So let's type in this code and see if it works. Okay, so it applied. We got 20% off on this. So this gives it to us for $115.17 for 4. So we're going to divide that by 4, and that is $28.79. So now we go ahead and plug this into the Amazon listing here, $28.79, and we can sell it for $40. So that is leaving us with not enough profit here. It looks like we would actually lose money on that. But let's go ahead and plug it into the AI guide and see what it says. Okay, so it says that all these good pros right here, but then obviously it says you wouldn't make money, so don't buy it. So it's giving you a nice indicator of like, hey, this is not a good lead. Obviously, you don't want to buy anything that loses money. You're in this game to make a profit. But for the other ones, you know, it said a very similar thing. All right, I'm feeling lucky. So let's go through one more product. Let's see what we can find. This is Black Girl Vitamins. I believe I purchased this brand before, so I'm confident we might be able to find this profitably. Let's see what product chip says here. Okay, so it's a 4K sales rank, very fast moving, sells 7,000 times a month. So let's go to Google and see where we can get this profitably. Okay, so it looks like their website is the one main place to buy this from. Check that's a matching product. Yes, these are the same gummies. So a 3-month supply gets you $8 off. And then there's an auto refill, so 46 per unit. Let's add 3 of those to cart just to try to see if we get over a percentage. Now we're going to check out and see if we can get any coupon codes on this website. Looks like they do have some 20% off codes, and Capital One's going ahead to apply them. So I did some playing around with the website, and I actually took it off subscribe and save and then added a few to the cart, and it gave us a bundle discount of 20% off, which gets us to $176 for 12 units. So what we're going to do is plug that price into Product Chimp and see if we're profitable. So it's $14.66 per unit. Now this one's very close. You know, you're making about $1.68 per unit, 11% ROI. Let's see the keep a chart right down here. Yeah, so average buy box is around $26.49. So let's ask AI to see if this is a good buy or not, since we are technically profitable. So it says not recommended. Again, it's saying pretty low ROI. The brand owner dominates. Buy box is a negative trend. Approval may be required for the brand. It does say it's very fast moving and there's no presence of Amazon. I also want to break down a winning product with Product Chimp's AI guide. So what I'm going to do is plug in my cost price. Let's say we find this for $2 and we sell it for $10. I'm going to ask my AI guide if this is a good product to buy. So right here, it says this product is recommended and has high confidence. The reasoning is because it sells 5,000 units per month. It has a 98% ROI and good profit margin per unit. Competition is present, but the buy box rotates among multiple sellers. So we can also see the buy box distribution to see if you have a chance of winning that buy box. The pros are all of what it said above, saying that it has a high sales volume, excellent ROI, $195 per unit, healthy buy box rotation, and then no IP risk detected, and then Amazon's not on the listing. Now it has some cons here that it wants you to keep in mind, saying that the lowest FBA offers at the max cost, indicating pricing below would make this unprofitable. It also says that the price stability shows a slight net decrease in the last 30 to 90 days. So this could indicate that the price is going down, leading you to losing some of your profit over the next 30 to 60 days. Now what I'm going to do is fact check AI to see if it's pretty accurate here. All right, so if we look at the Keepa chart and we go out to a year, we can see that this product's price is consistently selling for about about $9.99, especially in the last 3 to 4 months. So that's a good sign. That price is stable at $10. Also, it's selling for roughly about 4,000 to 7,000 times a month. So I would say that 5,000 estimate is pretty accurate on AI. And then also, if you scroll down here, you can see the seller's history. So you can see that there's consistently around 2 to 4 sellers. So this definitely indicates that it's not private label. It could potentially be wholesale or maybe even online arbitrage. So we fact checked that the AI gave a very good recommendation, saying that you can consistently sell this product profitably at a 98% ROI. And it sells about 5,000 times a month on average, so you can sell a whole lot of them, making this product a no-brainer for your Amazon business. So all in all, Product Chimp is really just a great guide for you, and it's always there when you need it if you're on the fence about a decision like we were with this one. Also, I do want to mention they have a mobile app as well, so you can get it on Android. You can also get a web app on the iPhone, and this will help you source on the go. So this is a great tool to have for retail arbitrage. It can scan products while you're in person at, let's say, TJ Maxx or Ross. So that's just another great benefit with Product Chimp whenever I'm out on the go. So all in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this demo.
So you've seen the walkthrough, but how does it actually fit in your day-to-day sourcing? Before I found Product Chimp, I was paying for like 5 different tools. One for price history, one for sourcing, one for restrictions. All separate tabs, separate subscriptions. And I was still missing things and making bad buys. Product Chimp replaced all of them. Everything I just showed you. The profit calculator, the alerts, the buy box, AI telling you buy or pass. That's all in one place. One subscription and done. And their AI recommendation has been so clutch for me. I've almost bought products that would have gotten my entire Amazon account suspended. Their IPO or pop-up flagged it before I ever spent $1 on inventory. That's not just a tool saving me money. That's a tool protecting everything I built. If you're sourcing on Amazon right now without something like this, you're just guessing. And guessing is expensive. They have a 14-day free trial. Links in the description. Just try it on your next buy and you'll see what I mean. If this gave you a better idea of how to source smarter on Amazon, hit that subscribe button. I put out content like this regularly and there's a lot more coming. I'll see you guys on the next one.